Some Christmas decorations going on this beach house, beach bunker here. That's going to be coming shortly because we're getting closer and closer to the holiday break, man. We made it over the hump. Welcome to a Thirsty Thursday and the show about food and fun places and the mayhem of life. On the show today, the big story is food. This is a major report released this morning about an hour ago. It is widely anticipated. The food professor is out with his 2026 prediction on food inflation, and we're just going to cover our eyes. We're just going to go. Please be gentle. I got the inside scoop on what to expect for 2026. Any guesses? Everything is on a discount, 50%. 50%. It's not like it's a full moon or anything. Oh, God, it's a super moon tonight. Oh, super moon is coming. What does this mean? Watch for craziness. It's going to be craziness all around you. I think this is the last one of the year. It has to be running out of time. Some Hollywood movie stars in Manitoba filming a new movie have discovered a red hot pizza joint, apparently in South Osborne, and pictures to prove it this morning on the show. It's Cookie Day today. Happy Cookie Day. Chocolate chip, Oreo cookies, oatmeal cookies. I genuinely am curious as to your thoughts on cookie dough. Everything I read, you ask ChatGPT, hey, I'm making cookies. Should I eat the cookie dough? It's like, don't. You will go to the hospital. You will die. You will die a horrible death. There's some flavors of cookie dough, though, like cookie dough ice cream. I thought people ate cookie dough all the time. And then I put it on social media this morning. What are your thoughts on cookie dough? And people, I love it. It's the greatest. This is the kind I'm at. No, we can't. I don't want you in the hospital. This is the new COVID. We don't want our hospitals overrun on Cookie Day. Listen to what I tell you. So not only is Ozempic now the hottest drug on planet Earth, believe it or not, we've got it for pets. Thank God. I've been waiting for this. I've been like, Fido is too fat. Let's get Fido some injections. And you think it's a joke. It's not a joke. They've got some weight loss drugs coming for your pet. We'll briefly discuss because we got some funny stuff on animals this morning, including a raccoon that'll make you smile. Because he got drunk and passed out in the store. Animal control shows up, and it looks like he had a party for one. And he even passed out by the toilet. It's adorable. Little raccoon. And why people are talking about Stranger Things and a phone number in the Red Hot Netflix show. Apparently, you can. This is not a thing that Hollywood normally does. Normally, when you watch a movie or a TV show, it's 555-8. Call me right back. 555-842-6151. Because 555 means BS. It's not a real number. Well, they have a poster in season 5 of Stranger Things looking for 7-Eleven, or what's that character's name? I think it's 7, maybe 11. I get that confused. Anyway, they're looking for a character. It's on the wanted poster, this phone number, and apparently it's a real number. People are calling it. It's kind of cool. We'll explain coming up. Right now, we've got a little bit of snow in the area. Oh, we should check the Manitoba 511, see how the highways are looking. What's the highways looking like this morning? Because we got a little bit of snow on the radar. We're seeing a little bit of blue, and that's kind of what Environment Canada said would happen. Just some light snow by the looks of things. And Manitoba 511 road map is looking really good this morning. There's nothing to worry about there, at least as it stands right now. However, there's still some lingering snow on that number 10 through Riding Mountain National Park. You can see there's a little bit of snow on the shoulders there on 10 at Moon Lake. Things generally look pretty good. Now, that could change depending on how much snow comes our way. The forecast looks a little like this. -6 with light snow in the forecast today and -9 with light snow tomorrow. And then we get into some sunny, cold temperatures. This stupid weather keeps moving around on me. I want to see these overnight lows. The overnight lows, because they were in the mid-minus 20s there for a while there, Tim. And well, not too bad actually. They've improved somewhat. Well, that's not true. I lie. -26 now. There we go. Now you can see them a little bit better. So overnight low Saturday night is going to be -26. Yeesh. So you thought that earlier this week was a little bit chilly? Yeah, it's going to be a cool weekend. So again, just make sure you've got that extension cord handy, ready to rock and roll, and you should be golden. You should be golden. But we will expect some light snow today, and we'll continue to watch this develop as the morning goes on, let you know if there's anything to worry about. All right? Okay. Oh, boy. We got to start saving our loonies and toonies for 2026. Holy crikeys. Sylvain Charlebois. He is the food professor. And he is the lead author of Canada's National Food Report for 2026. We've got the details on what that food report says for you and me and what our grocery bill is going to look like in the new year. And here's an interesting note. Sylvain Charlebois is coming to Brandon. How cool is this? I don't think Ag Days, I knew Ag Days, they know who this guy is, the food professor after all. I don't think they realized who they were booking at the time they booked him. Ag Days is this big agricultural showcase. You know, everybody gets the combines and tractors together, and they talk about, chemicals and fertilizer and stuff. Ag Days, big deal. We're an ag community. Let's get the food professor. It's kind of like booking this new artist named Bruno Mars, and then all of a sudden he's like the top of the charts. You're like, woo, I'm glad we booked him early. So he's coming to Brandon. He's a guest speaker at an event. I've got some details on that coming up. So it's going to be kind of cool to have him in our area, and by then maybe as we're all hunting for our food, we can ask him, when is there going to be relief, man? When can we expect some relief, man? Let's say good morning to our folks in chat. If you're first to the show, we are live streaming on Facebook, X, YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, virtually everywhere on social media for the first hour of the show. And then we move over exclusively to Twitch for hour 2 of the show, twitch.tv/Tyler Glen Show. You can also lurk in at tylerglenshow.com. That's the website where you'll find pretty much all the stuff we talk about in the show. So if you're a lurker and you're popping in and out, as so many people do, it's like, I missed that thing on that thing, and I want to know more about that thing. Like the fake $100 bills. We saw a lot of people poking around wanting to see what the fake ones look like compared to the real ones. And you can do that right now. Go to the website, tylerglenshow.com. Take a look at yesterday's show. You'll see the money there. Don't print off the Don't print off the images. Try and cash those in. Don't do that. Even though there's a picture of a $100 bill there. Nobody's doing that. Okay, happy Thirsty Thursday. And let's see who we've got to say good morning to in chat. We have got Road Reverend, Pebbles, Polar Bear, 123 in Twitch. We've got Tina, Bill, and Patricia on TikTok, 123. 123. Derek is here too on Twitch. We've got Frank over on TikTok, as well as Mark and Mandy and Ariane. Ariane, good morning. Bernice is over on Twitch. Quentin's here on Twitch. And Cindy, too. Richard's over on Facebook. Sam is here on TikTok. Capri is here on TikTok as well, along with Tony. Good morning, Tony. Good morning to Janine. Happy Friday, Junior. Good morning. Good morning. Hope you're doing better this morning. It's a little bit warmer than it was yesterday, thanks to that cloud cover. So be careful with that little bit of light snow. Tracy, Roger, Jody is over on Facebook. Patricia Ann is on Twitch. Angela's here to say good morning. Hi, Angela. Angela's over on Facebook. Good morning, Ange. Hello, Molly over on Twitch. Good morning, Lynette on TikTok. Love that. Actually, that is one of my daughter's middle names. Liberty and Lynette. Useless trivia. Christopher on TikTok, good morning. Ryan Marcus on Twitch, good morning. Nick is here too. KDD4380. Sibel, that is a very pretty name. Sibel with cupcakes. It's cookie day today, Sibel. Good to see you. Welcome. Good morning. Welcome. Well, come on into the beach bunker. Scoot over. Make some room. Come on. Let everybody just pile in. Come on. Happy Thirsty Thursday. Let's get the show on the road, and I want to see how much we're going to pay for food. I think we're going to start this show off with a barbecue at Quinton's. He has a couple of deer in the backyard. He's frying up as we speak. Smells good. Smells good. Richard has the countdown. We're going to start that next week. I have got to get the beach house decorated. The beach house beach bunker has got to see some Christmas. And we got to get a Christmas countdown going, Richard. Because, we 21 more days until Christmas. 3 weeks from today is Christmas Eve. 3 weeks today. 3 weeks tomorrow. It'll pretty much be over. 4 o'clock in the afternoon. You're looking at the empty boxes and all the wrap on the floor. It'll all be done for another year. 3 weeks to go. And 2 weeks to go. For tomorrow is our season finale. Whoa, what is happening to the time? I am completely lost in busyness. I am so behind. I have my Halloween decorations still up. I'm eating chocolates, mini candies. What the hell? When is Remembrance Day? Is it coming up? I missed that. No, of course I didn't. But I feel like I'm months back. This is crazy. Who else we got to say good morning to? Ryan says, movies were spotted in Manitoba. I said there's a movie star here in Brandon. Oh, there's movie stars everywhere. Manitoba is Cheapville to film movies. And John Hamm is in Winnipeg right now with a handful of other stars. And I actually want to try this pizza place out. It's a, good way to get them on the map, that's for sure. See where it is. Coming up in just a second. Good morning to Andrew over on TikTok. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. We're going to get into yesterday's good thing. And there's questions about drinking alcohol this morning already. Are we ready into Friday? What is Thirsty Thursday? Thirsty Thursday doesn't mean day drinking. Well, if you got it, have a ship. Have a ship. Good morning, Mavis. Hi, Mavis. Hello, Samantha on TikTok, and Mavis is on Facebook, and Tracy Roger on Twitch says, can't afford another hike. Oh, we're going to be sharpening our pencils, boy. We're going to be sharpening our pencils. Tyler, you're not decorated for Christmas. I know. I'm going to get on. I'm so behind. Everybody jumped. And remember when Halloween was done and I'm like, okay, who's got their Christmas decorations? I am such a bad person. I was stirring the pot. And look at me, I'm still not with it. It's just been crazy. I haven't had the time. It's been so crazy. Maybe I'll just have to dress it up during the show. Okay, we'll take this break to do some decorating together. Yesterday's good thing is a segment of the show where we start with some positivity. And ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you guys have been absolutely incredible. It's been 3.5 weeks, over 3.5 weeks, a full 15-minute segment of good things that are going on with you and in your neighborhood and in your community and in your world, and you've been sending pictures too, and I do appreciate that. But listen, this is a 5-alarm day. This is a day I need you today. I need you because what we're about to talk about later on in the show is where our food prices are going in 2026. If you've been hanging on to something that is really good and you're thinking, well, someday I'm going to tell Tyler that this is going on and it'll turn everybody's day into an amazing super day. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I need you. I need you today. The news is not good. It's not good. Oh, my God. Oh, I need a bow and arrow. I need a slingshot to get a deer. Holy crap. Wait till you see this. Okay, I'm not panicking. Okay, breathe. We just need good things. That's what I'm saying. We need... breathe. Yesterday's good thing brought to you by Epla Office, building lasting relationships at the core of everything they do. Whether you're buying or selling a home, handling business matters, or planning your estate, their experienced team provides expert guidance and personalized service every step of the way. 642 18th Street, Unit A, right across from the RBC. Westman's #1 EV dealership is Murray Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC, 1500 Richmond Avenue in Brandon. The big breakfast planned for 7:30 a.m. tomorrow morning at Murray's. It's a big pancake breakfast in honor as a fundraiser for the Brandon Regional Health Center Foundation. It goes until 10 a.m. I'm going to sneak over there at 9 as soon as the live stream is done tomorrow. That is going to be a delicious breakfast. They do such a great job. In fact, here's a montage of fantastic pictures from last year. And look at Jeff was there with his crew from the Crocus Plains Culinary Arts. Look at the mayhem. It is packed with people, but they get you in and out in a flash because they got lots of good food there. Look at the chocolate-covered strawberries at the bottom. I draw your attention to the chocolate-covered strawberries near the headlines there. They'll have those probably again tomorrow. So it starts at 7:30 a.m., goes till 10 at 1500 Richmond Avenue in Brandon at Murray's, okay? And you've always got time for Tim's. You know, it's fitting that it's Cookie Day today. And once again, we want to say a giant thank you to everybody who bought holiday smile cookies this year with Tim Hortons. Close to $50,000 was raised in the community for local groups like the Humane Society, $16,000, $12,000 to the Dauphin and District Community Food Bank. Amazing. Almost $10,000 for the Verdun and District Health Auxiliary. $8,000 for Moosomin Visual Arts Center and almost $4,000 for the Neepawa Health Center. That's almost $50,000 in cookies. Hospital location opening this month. Later this month. What will be the date? Spin the wheel. We can guarantee pretty much that it's going to, well, not guarantee. There is no guarantees, but I think New Year's is pretty much a safe bet. December 31st, I'm thinking is good, but I think it's going to be sooner than that. Stay tuned for more on the opening of the hospital location of Tim Hortons, the reopening of that location. We're going to have that information as it's passed along, okay? Tim Hortons of Western Manitoba in Brandon, Dauphin, Verdun, Moosomin, and Neepawa. Nick took in the Mr. Dressup documentary on CBC last night. Oh, while drinking a Molson in his cabin back bacon. He had a Canada night. Good job, Nick. Good job. Zumba Bernice was into a bag of treats. What kind of treats did you... Oh. Those weren't the ones we tasted this week, but those are Tracy's favorite. That's hilarious. Because She's going to hate me. So every time we do Taste It Tuesday, this is kind of behind the curtain, okay? So every time we do Taste It Tuesday, I go over to the co-op, and I usually pick up the item that they would like us to taste on Tuesday. And this. Make sure you get me one of these. I'm always coming back with one of these. This is hilarious. And you got the last one. Well, Tracy's not going to be happy with you, Bernice. She loves these. And I have to say, my hand wanders into the bag sometimes. I like them too. They're very similar to the Holly Jolly ones we tried earlier this week. By the way, thank you for supporting those that support me. It's sponsors that keep the show going. You see their logo rotating constantly under my logo there, right there. You see it rotating, and I appreciate any and all opportunities you have to support them. Please let me know when you do, because we love talking about that, because it's the circle of the Tyler Glen Show life that, the sponsors come on, and they keep the show going, and then we support the sponsors, and then they keep the show going, and so on and so forth. Thank you so much. Cindy's GT, no judging, but with the help of Metro, Kenny and Dolly, and some Boney M, I finally got my tree up. Well, you made me feel good, Cindy, because now I don't feel like I'm so far behind. That's great. She actually, and you sent a picture. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Look at that. Are you ready? Clark Griswold moment. Drum roll, please. Clark, did you plug in the extension cord? Drum roll, please. There it is. Oh, joy to the world. Very nice. Whose wedding picture is there on the floor? Now we notice the things around it. Always when you're taking a picture, be sure to watch what's happening. I see a face in the doorway. Do you see in the doorway there? I see a face. Look closely. Look closely at it. I see a face. It's the ghost of Christmas future. Your grocery prices are going to go up. Polar Bear wants, that'd be a good show idea. We could get AI. We need to make an AI video of Mr. Rogers versus Mr. Dressup. In this corner, it's Canada versus the USA. Actually, I think the reason that Ray Combs, and Nick will correct me because you watched the documentary last night, but the two of them worked together, I think. And I think that Mr. Dressup was inspired by Mr. Rogers. However, it would be funny to see the two of them in a battle royal in AI universe. Mr. Rogers battles Mr. Dressup from the top rope. Mr. Rogers with an elbow. Oh, body slam. Oh, no, Mr. Dressup picks up the tickle trunk. Oh, he's got it over his head. He's going to slam the tickle trunk down on Mr. Toe to the forehead. Disqualified. Mr. Dressup is beating Mr. Rogers with the tickle trunk. I got to get into some AI filmmaking soon. However, Nick says he has the Tom Hanks Mr. Rogers movie. I do have the movie with Tom Hanks as Mr. Rogers. It's pretty good. Quentin is already, as he's watching the show, playing Kenny and Dolly. He's inspired. Kenny and Dolly, I believe in Santa Claus. It was the quintessential Gen X Christmas album. Kenny and Dolly. Once upon a Christmas. There is a Kenny and Dolly Christmas special on YouTube. It's very grainy, but after a few drinks, you won't care. So when you're sitting with a rum and eggnog and you're craving some Kenny and Dolly, it's on YouTube. There is a YouTube special. It was aired, I believe, on NBC in 1989, and it's very cheesy and it's pretty awful, but it's a lot of fun. Pebbles, nude shears in the living room yesterday, and look what our elf snowflake did last night when we went to bed. Uh-oh. What are we going to see here? What the heck is going on? The elves are causing trouble. They brought you some snow cones. That looks okay. That's all right. That's very nice. The elves are out to play. The elves are here. Favorite Christmas album, everyone? All Start. Okay, Nick's taking over the show. All right, so we're not doing Good Thing anymore. Sure, throw it in. Throw it in. Favorite Christmas album. Why not? We need to have a Christmas party. We do. The last show, the season finale, we always do. We always try and connect. Last year was really, we had some real technical problems last year. Year before was awesome. We were day drinking. We all connected all right. We were all talking over each other. It was hilarious. It was like a giant meeting at the Moose Lodge via Zoom. You know how in COVID we all had to have our staff meetings that way? It was kind of like that. It was a lot of fun. We'll try and do that again this year. Let's try and improve the technology, or maybe we'll do it on Facebook, or I'll start investigating. But plan that for the morning of Friday, December the 19th. Beach House, Beach Bunker Christmas party. Drinking is encouraged. Please have a designated driver if you're going to be going to work after rum and eggnog on the Tyler Glen Show on the 19th. There, how does that sound? Nick, where's the Tylenol? Oh, man. Angela says on Facebook, good morning, and people wonder why this world is going to crap. Well, you mean Mr. Dress Up attacking Mr. Rogers? Oh, yeah, the food we got some problems. We'll get through it together. We always do. Did you see my stockings? Cindy, oh my goodness. I did. Oh, there we go. Ho, ho, ho. Is that appropriate in 2025? Are we allowed to say that? Are we allowed to say ho, ho, ho? Is that not a controversial statement? Are we not supposed to say just happy holidays from the oversized double XL jolly person of no denomination or sexual orientation or gender or any facial hair or not, or potentially maybe red, maybe pink, color doesn't really matter. We do have to be very careful. It's a new day that's dawned. Just being stupid. Just being normal stupid. Oh, Trev says, here come the Teletubbies. Uh-oh. Angela says, with the food prices going up, the world is going to crap. Well, I think it's definitely not good. It's not good, but the thing is we can get creative. We're going to get creative. Creativity always gets us out of a jam. Speaking of creativity, look at what this elf did. Okay, seriously? Are you trying to win the internet or what? Jeez. This came from Greg. He is really good at the elf game. At getting the pictures of the elf. Because the elves are causing this mayhem, and he's always there to catch these great pictures. Oh, I'm so jealous. That's awesome. That's gonna take some dedication. Mavis says, GT, our son, moved into a new apartment. Oh, and it's already a gym, right? You've already turned it into a home gym. We have room to move again. And Molly finishes us off with a early night to bed. Tracy did too. Guys, this is something we can do tonight. Early to bed, okay? Early to bed, early to rise. Makes you healthy, wealthy, and wise. And part of the Beach Bunker Sunseeker clan. Yes, indeed, because we get started at 7 a.m. Good job, you guys. Well done. Well done with yesterday's good thing. I do appreciate it. We did it again, and I needed you today because we have got Sylvan, I think I'm pronouncing that right, Sylvan Charlebois, talking about where food prices are headed in 2026, and it's not all bad news, okay? I want to tell you, it is not all bad news. We will have some good news in this story. I promise there will be. And you know what? Let's start it with some beach time. We're going to go to the Palms, St. Croix, U.S. Virgin Islands, where the sun is up and the chairs are ready to rock and roll. We've got our little hut ready to go here. This is our little party hut. Party hut by the beach. Quick beach break and we'll be back with more. Sunseekers, welcome to your Thursday. Thank you so much for sharing part of your morning with us. Let's hang out at the beach for a little bit. On the radar, we've got a little bit of snow in our area, and that is causing some snow on the road, especially number 10 through Rocky Mountain National Park. As we take a look at your road conditions this morning, here is our highway cams that are working, or the Manitoba 511 highway cameras. We did get a little bit of light snow in the area as you slept, so as we hit the road this morning, you'll find some snow cover, mainly in the Parkland region. So if you happen to be lurking in from Roblin, Russell region, 83's got some snow cover on it, as well as Highway 5 and 10 through the park. However, I know we've got some Sunseekers up around St. Rose. You're okay. St. Rose, McCurry, Riding Mountain, it's all good. And areas south of Riding Mountain National Park, it's a little bit of snow on the roads. It looks a little bit worse than it is on 16 and 10 at Menadosa there. But Department of Highways is reporting clear conditions so far this morning. We'll continue to monitor that to see if... Oh, and Russell just went down. Russell camera's gone. Well, that's our tax money at work. Anywho, our forecast is calling for snow today and some snow tomorrow, but nice mild temperatures. So that's the trade-off. We should see high around -5, -9 for tomorrow. And then a cold, sunny weekend. It's going to be a nice weekend for sunshine. Nice weekend to be standing in the living room next to your Christmas tree, looking outside and going, oh, isn't that beautiful? That is beautiful. If there was only some heat with that sun, and there won't be, because the overnight lows will be close to -30. All right, the elephant in the room, you're going to be hearing a lot about this over the next 24, 48 hours and well into 2026. This was a date that we had circled on the calendar because we are the show about food and fun places and the mayhem of life, and food being a big part of the show. And there's some growing concern this morning. I think it's important to keep in mind that, first off, this is a prediction, okay? Predictions, as we know in the weather, can be wrong. It may not come to pass. So that's number one. Number two is this was done by universities. I've lost all faith in universities. I think they're just, we have to question each and everything a university does. I think it's important to do that. I'm just trying to do what I can to. Now, there's nothing wrong with universities. In fact, the more universities you get together, the better the prediction is going to be. And this year, the food professor actually got, I believe it's 8. Sylvain Charlebois got 8 universities to weigh in on this, and here's the verdict. They're saying around 6%. We're going to see another 6% increase in our food prices for 2026. So what's causing this? The bottom line is meat is about to get really expensive. Now, there was a confidential report that got leaked on the internet from the RCMP. This was right after COVID that said that, you know what, Canadians need to prepare for some storm clouds in there. Part of that might be a return to hunting and fishing, and it might get to the point where people are saying, you know what, I don't even want a license anymore. I would never say that's something that you should do. But hunting is something that is going to get more and more attractive as time goes on because the big culprit here is meat. And I think Cindy alluded to it earlier this morning. Beef is the big one. Beef is going to continue to go up in price. And because of that, people are going to change to other meats, which forces the price of other meats to go up. Now, I did promise you some good news. Now, the former environment minister was on television yesterday. It was pretty amazing because I thought of paper straws and these recyclable grocery bags that are clogging up your laundry room that we have to have and all this stuff that we were supposed to do to save the planet. He went on TV yesterday and said, yeah, sorry, we knew that those climate goals were completely out of control. There's just no way. It's impossible. Because he resigned. So now the foot is off the gas because it's like part of this was all this environmental stuff that we had to do. Remember we had to have the plastic straws switched for paper straws and environment. And it's like, it's forcing the price of almost everything up. And for him to say, I'm watching him yesterday and I'm going, what did you just say? Yeah. Now we kind of knew that so you're telling me that 10 years, 10 years is gone, and you're saying, oopsie, our fault, redo. What? Here he is. Here he is, Stephen Guilbeault. Now, he resigned. Now, this is not political. I want to make sure you realize we don't not a political show, but this is Stephen Guilbeault. He resigned as the Minister of the Environment, and yesterday he said, yeah, sorry, that was our goof. It's not going to happen. So, the math doesn't add up. And frankly, I think that my government needs to be honest with Canadians. Okay, a couple of things. This is loaded. The math doesn't add up, and our government needs to be honest. What has happened? Have we entered the twilight zone? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, on the Tyler Glen Show, you heard a federal politician say two very important sentences there. So important, I'm going to play them again. The math doesn't add up, and we got to be honest. Doesn't add up. And frankly, I think that my government needs to be honest with Canadians. Wow. So 10 years of this has gone down the tubes, and he's ready now that he's got everything in the rearview mirror. Sorry, we goofed. With the rollbacks that we've seen over the past few months on different climate change measures that have been adopted over the years by me and some of my predecessors, it is impossible to see how we achieve our 2030 targets. And we knew it was going to be difficult. Holy crap. You guys, we came out of COVID and you destroyed the economy. It was our goof. Yeah, talk about throwing a Molotov cocktail back into Ottawa as you're leaving. This is just shocking to me, and this ties right at why do you care? This is affecting things like our food prices. When I was minister, you and I have had this conversation. We knew it was going to be challenging. It's impossible now.
Here's what nobody's telling you about the new Bears.
Let's just call it what it is. It's impossible. 3 big sentences in 30 seconds. The math doesn't add up. We need to be honest with Canadians. And the climate change goals for Canada are impossible. So, I promised you good news in this story. And I'm sorry it's taking me a while to get there. But then we come back to these predictions. And these predictions, these studies were done, okay? These studies were done when that wacko, that wingnut, was the environment minister. He's not there anymore. So again, I think we need to breathe. We need let's breathe. This study was done when he was running things, and he's gone now. So this data may be somewhat dated. So when we hear that grocery prices are going to go up $1,000 for the average family in 2026 to a new record high of $18,000 per family of four, that data might be a bit dated. Because this report just came out this morning, Sylvain Charlebois has not done many interviews. This is literally the first one he's done. I just want to see if he's what else he's got to say.
Explain is the lead author behind the report.
Come on.
Sylvain Charlebois. Good morning, Sylvain.
Good morning, Crystal.
Sylvain.
So today's the day. Canada's food price report is out. What are the major takeaways?
Yeah, it's our 16th edition already. So 16 years. And obviously, a lot of people are just waiting for this report to know what's going to happen next year with prices at the grocery store and at restaurants. And unfortunately, our forecast is not great. We're expecting price increases of anywhere between 4 to 6%. In 2026, that's mainly due to meat prices. I'm sure many of your listeners have noticed that the meat counter is way more expensive. That is, unfortunately, that's going to continue into 2026. The other section is the center of the store: dry goods, pantry goods, coffee, tea, dried pasta, sauces, spices. All these things are going to get more expensive, 4 to 6% as well for 2026.
Okay, so this is a forecast. How accurate does this report tend to be?
Well, every year, the first chapter of our report is titled, How Did We Do? How do we do last year? And so the first section of the report actually tells you how we did last year. And so we were predicting last year an increase of 3 to 5%. And we're at 3.8% right now. So we're pretty much there. And of course, we did predict last year that meat was going to be the big driver. And indeed it was. We actually underestimated the increase up to 6% for us. But meat prices actually went up way over 7%. So that was a bit of a surprise. The good news for 2025 was that produce, vegetables, and fruits got cheaper. Many of us didn't notice, but vegetables and fruits actually got cheaper in 2025.
Wow.
Nice.
Well, I mean, we'll take any break where we can get it.
Oh my God, you're not kidding.
High these days. I mean, we're in Atlantic Canada. Are we? Do we have it rougher here compared to the rest of the country for prices?
We do. I've been living in the Atlantic for 10 years now, and I have to say it is more expensive to feed a family in the Atlantic.
I would think that pork helps us here on the prairies.
Service, distances. What is likely to help in 2026 is that we are not expecting energy costs, fuel, to be more expensive. So that's going to help. The dollar also is a non-story as well. Sometimes you'll see the dollar dip.
That's good.
Import food to support the Atlantic gets more expensive, but we're not expecting that in 2026. So some good news. Bakery will likely be stable. So if you're into bread, dairy as well. Dairy products are pretty stable as well for 2026.
Wow, that is awesome. So there you go. So there is some good news. Really, dairy is going to be stable. Bread is going to be super affordable, which is awesome. And so if you're making pork sandwiches for you, pork sandwiches, and we can have cheese on them, and we're going to be okay. And gas prices are expected to stay stable, and it looks as if we are going to have a dollar and that's a huge part of this story is the Canadian dollar. And I know you probably don't think to yourself, well, what the hell do I care? I'm not going to the States. Our pineapples aren't growing in Boissevain. Our strawberries don't come from Carberry. That's potatoes. They have to come from somewhere, and that's in U.S. dollars. So thoughts, see? So I promised you some good news, and there's the good news. Dairy is going to be okay. Gas is going to be okay. Dollar's going to be okay. But meats are going to be a problem. And looks as if pasta sauces, and spices are going to be a bit of a challenge. Jennifer says, I never had sticker shock until the last few months. There were foods we wanted, but I would not buy it because of the price. This is getting insane. Angela says, food prices are insane. Terry says, vote Liberal. They said things will get better. I don't think that's a problem in this part of the world. I think that, again, the political thing is a moot point. We're in a conservative area. I would like to think it's probably always going to be conservative. But the rest of the country seems to want to have, and it baffles me because Vancouver and Toronto are going through this too. I don't know how they're affording anything. I really don't. But I'm hearing that Toronto is just, people are packing up and getting the hell out. Like, this is the last straw. First off, housing was insane, and now they can't eat. Can't pay your mortgage, and you can't pay your food bill. I mean, people are fleeing Toronto. Fleeing! Patricia says, I always try to find deals where I can save. Bob says, is anyone going to notice $20 a week? Oh, Bob's got a good job. Is anybody going to notice $20 a week? I don't know. Sunseekers, thoughts on Bob's comment? You're not going to miss $20 a week. Wonder if Bob's got some extra cash he can part with. Bob, send us some money. Diener says, this is ridiculous, especially when grocery stores are making record profits. I think this might be price gouging. Listen, one of the sponsors on the Tyler Glen Show is Co-ops of Westman. If you want to be absolutely certain that the money you're spending at the grocery store is staying in your community, good timing for Co-ops of Westman to be a sponsor on our show, because the profits that the co-ops make stay right here. They're not going to Toronto. They're not going to Montreal. They're not going to Vancouver. They stay right here. And so that's why it's important to get a co-op number. Get a co-op number. Get involved with the co-op. They are seeing a huge surge in membership. And part of this is because of what we're seeing with food prices, and people say, well, but they're not always the cheapest. Well, no store is always the cheapest. But if you're going to let a store make a profit, okay, would you rather that profit stay in the community or go elsewhere? That choice is ultimately yours. And that's why I think it's important to be part of the co-op, and I'm glad they're a sponsor, and I think the timing is fantastic. So get a number at Heritage, Pembina, Twin Valley, Valley View, Boundary, and Habiota Co-op. In Brandon, it's Heritage. That's where my number is. I should share it with you in case you don't have a number, because then I get the benefit from your purchase. Thank you, Co-ops of Westman. Hey, it's Thursday, and Thursday at Elkhorn Resort means that it's a special night at the Clarso Spa for just $59. You and your friends can be sitting there on the patio. The music is playing. Your toques are on. You can just see the bubbles going. Oh, it's so nice and relaxing. Stress just melts away. The music is playing. You're having some canned alcoholic drinks. Yes, you heard correctly. Now, ID is required for Thursdays, and they go 6 till 10 at the Clarso Spa. And again, for a host of great Christmas activities at Clear Lake at the Elkhorn, please visit the website at elkhornresort.mb.ca. Special good morning to my buddy Curtis over at Kuiper's Family Bakery. We were down at Comfort Kitchen yesterday. I had the biggest clubhouse I think I've ever had. I don't know if it's a new chef in the kitchen at Comfort Kitchen, but it's one of my favorite things is the clubhouse sandwich. But it was bigger than normal, and it was almost too big. It was like this size. She was a big one. Big slices of that Kuiper's bread. And they've got some fantastic Christmas lights over there. And you're really there not for the lights. You're there for the Christmas trays of baking and the beautiful breads, the buns, the loaves of beautiful white bread, rye bread, garlic toast, cheese bread. They've got it all for you, Kuiper's Family Bakery. And as we heard in that report, it's going to be nice to see that bakery prices are going to remain stable in 2026. But what about the recipes? It's one thing to get some budget bread, but it's another thing to have it taste like Grandma made it. Kuiper's Family Bakery at 1411 First Street, just north of the First and Richmond corner, beside Tasty's. Marty says, just realize that the farmer producing the food is not going to see any of this money. Although I think cattle producers they're loving it. We've had this on the show last week where cattle produce, but they deserve it. I mean, it's not like people don't deserve to make a profit. And I have the solution. I had the solution 2 years ago when this show started, and no one will listen to me. I have the solution to the high food prices, but I'm just one guy at the Beach House Beach Bunker, and it's not an original idea. Quentin says, interesting how Disney Plus and Netflix and all that goes up. No one bats an eye, but put eggs up $2 and everyone loses their minds. Well, I think we can. I don't need Netflix to live. I can always unplug it. Food is one of those things that is not, Disney Plus. Yeah, I could always disconnect that. I can't disconnect the eggs. I like my eggs, or any food for that matter. Quentin's financial. You sound like Christian Freeland. Mr. Speaker, just cancel your streaming service. If it was only that easy. If it was only that easy. Cindy's waiting for holiday recipes. Wendy says prices should be coming down, not up. The climate change thing is a hoax. Carney can't make trade deals. He's only here to make billions from Brookfield. And once again, people are so engaged in politics because this is becoming a kitchen table issue, literally. But the answer to this problem is easily solved. It's easily solved, and it's already being done. It's not an original idea, except Canada doesn't have it. Canada has a welfare system where we mail people money. We mail people money if they're in need of financial assistance in the form of, family allowance, child support, child payments, this and that and the other thing, GST, all this money. And so I guess to Quentin's point, you can take that money and put it towards your Disney Plus. And you could take that money and put it towards your Netflix. But it's harder to do if you have food stamps. And that's what I think we should do. I think the government needs to seriously look at a Canadian food stamp program. Well, how does that work? Instead of getting money based on your income, your family would get credits. And it would be on a card, like a credit card, and you'd have a food stamp card. Now, when you go to the store, the food stamp card would only allow you to buy things like beef and dairy and bread, not chips, not candies, none of the crap that is okay. I like it. I like crap. I like munchies on the couch. But I'm just saying that it would only be there as a backstop for people who really need the food, number one. And number two, it would be only the most nutritious. So the produce would be included. So, people would get whatever amount loaded onto that card based on their need. That's the solution. Because then if you still have some money left over and you want to buy your candy and you want to get your Netflix, you still have the flexibility to do that. I'm not quite sure why we don't adopt a program like that. Or maybe this will be one of those instances where people have had enough. They're going to write their politicians and say, listen, we need, because the people think you could just cut people a check for more money to help offset the costs. And I hate when the government does that. I know that sounds ridiculous, but guys, this is what causes inflation: is too much money in the pool. You know what I mean? The government already spending way too much money on stupid stuff. We're not seeing it, but it's stupid stuff, and that money creates inflation. So food stamps or food cards, I think, would be a way to solve the problem, help people who need it, keep healthy food for kids, because most people that require food support are kids. I don't know. But what do I know? I'm just a lonely boy in a lonely world with the Sunseekers. Cindy says agree, but then we would hear the stamps are about controlling people. Well, not really, because as long as you buy healthy food, there's not much control there. So if you wanted to buy 10 whole chickens with your food stamp money, I guess you could. And then you have people saying, well, then they'll turn around and sell those chickens. I mean, you can't stop that. Yeah, really, you can't. And you can't in other countries either. What it does, though, is it doesn't just put cold, hard cash into people's hands. And in Canada, that's how we like to solve problems. Here's a check. Here's some more money. Quentin says, yeah, kids with empty lunchboxes, yet parents smoking a pack a day. And that happens. And that's terrible. But there's also a lot of parents that aren't smoking and they don't have Disney Plus and they're going hungry so that their kids can eat. That's not cool. That's not cool. But as Christmas approaches and it's coming fast, it's something to keep in mind because food banks are going to get crushed by this. They are really, really... So if you do have a little extra, and if we all do it together, just a little here and there, can here and there, to help out the food bank, or $1 here and there, if you can do it, it does go to help out those who need it. Anyway, we have got to get to some funner stuff. Let's talk about the drunk raccoon, because that'll put a smile on your face. Before we have to say goodbye to our friends on our other social media channels. So this little guy broke into a store thinking, hey, I'm going to have myself a little party. I'm going to have myself a good time. It happens from time to time. Wildlife can get into places they're not supposed. Oh, look at this little guy. He's so cute. He's passed out. Oh, broke into the liquor store and had a little party. Oh, he's adorable.
He'd probably be under arrest for breaking and entering, destruction of property, theft, and public intoxication. However, the prime suspect in this case is a raccoon. We had to see the pictures to believe it, and you're looking at evidence right now. You see the little guy there, passed out? He was in the bathroom, clearly regretting his life choices.
He's got good taste.
This happened in Virginia on Saturday. An animal control officer said this raccoon broke into a liquor store and got into the scotch and whiskey on the bottom shelf. You know what? I've done the same thing. She described his actions as a full-blown rampage, but the raccoon was released into the wild on personal recognizance.
Oh, that's a happy ending. So he got hammered. The little guy got hammered. And you know what? What really pisses me off is he's already got 200,000 followers on Instagram. He breaks into a liquor store and throws himself a big party, and he's taking selfies. Look at me, I'm Drunk Raccoon 664 has got so many followers, he's a media star. Look at him passed out there. And he lives to tell the tale. He returns to the forest. It says, holy cow, you guys, you wouldn't believe what happened to me. I found this place where there's bottles and you drink the water in the bottles and it makes you do really wild and fun stuff. But then I got sick. Thankfully, I found the toilet so I could, pass out. And his wife says, where the hell were you? Oh, where were you? I was at the lodge meeting and I got distracted. Don't be mad at me, honey. Passed out by the toilet. That is classic. Hey, guys, we're just getting started. Hour 2 of the show is on Twitch, TylerGlenShow.com. Supermoon tonight. Be careful, okay? Supermoon. Oh, boy. This is going to be a big one. Watch out for weird stuff. We won't see another one till 2042. It's a rare supermoon, so get ready for legendary weird tonight, okay? All right, and coming up in hour 2 of the show, it's Cookie Day, Ozempic for pets. Stranger Things is causing controversy with a phone number they put on the show that was supposed to be fake. No, it's real. Where does it go, though? We'll find out in hour 2 of the show. Thank you for being here for Thirsty Thursday, hour 1. Hour 2 is about to begin for VIPs only, so we have to kick everybody out. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Facebook. I'm sorry. Let's get to it. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. TikTok, goodbye. YouTube, see ya. We're moving over to Twitch.